Hello all and welcome to today's beer review. It's about almost 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and as you can see outside, it's sort of, well, let's see if I can do this. As you can see outside, it's sort of a gray, blustery day with just wet on the ground, and my chickens are not happy about that. And I'm kind of glad I don't live in the mainland, because I would be like a textbook case of seasonal affective disorder, because I can't stand this grayness and cold by Hawaii standards, and it's not even below 70, honestly, right now. It's not super cold, it's just kind of gray, windy, and wet. And it just does kind of shit on my mood, really. So yeah, real winters kind of really actually do kill me. So, what are we going to be reviewing on that light note? What are we going to be reviewing today? We will be reviewing Waikiki Brewing's Jalapeno Mouth. This is amber ale with jalapenos, obviously. This is 5.5 ABV. This is an amber ale. So, amber ale brewed with fresh chilies. So, let's go and read the label, shall we? Jalapeno Mouth Amber Ale. A malty, balanced amber ale provides the foundation for this beer, which utilizes fresh jalapeno chilies in the boil. But before you even take a sip, your nose will be filled with big, bright, fresh chili aroma. It might give you pause because the pepper aroma will have you thinking fire. Don't worry. There is some pepper heat there. It is only enough to tickle your taste buds and draw you in for another tasty glass. Now, chili beers, which is the correct term for this style, is probably a style that I've reviewed the least out of all beers. And the reason for that is, one, they're kind of hard to find in Hawaii, and two, the entire idea doesn't really appeal to me, honestly. So you're going to want to take this review with a grain of salt, because all in all, it got more or less positive reviews on Untappd and Rate Beer and other beer rating websites. So I don't have much of a meter to go and measure this by, and I did go and rave about the first chili beer I reviewed. That one was sort of anomalous in that it was a chili ginger beer, and for some reason it just seemed done right. Okay, so without further ado, let's just get to this one. Okay. And foamy on the open. This one got to be poured really gently. And as you can see, even with the gentle pour, it has a redonkulous amount of head to it. This head does not recede very quickly, that is for sure. And it's going to top up. God damn it. There is a little bit too much foam, so there is buku head retention to this beer. Buku head retention. Head is very thick, very resilient, off-white to beige. And, oopsie, it's going to go and drip on this. I don't want to do this because it's an old-style keyboard that doesn't have the plastic protector on it. And ridiculously carbonated. I don't know if you can see that. It is over-carbonated almost. It's making a mess of my desk, my keyboard. Excuse me. in my chair, in my pants, as it is running off and dripping everywhere. It is indeed an amber ale, so copper to light brown colored. If you can see through the carbonation, it's somewhat translucent, just a little bit of haze there. And like I said, this head does not give up. It just keeps on growing after you pour it. As you can see, I sucked off a little bit. That sounded horrible. I sucked off the head. I went and removed some of the head of this beer. And looks like it's finally settled down a little bit here. I'm going to turn this off. It's a little bit too bright. You can kind of see. And it's thick on the top. As you can see, it's got a lot of space and air in between there. This is just really, really carbonated. The head is so thick, it's trapping all the other carbonation as it kind of flies up, and that causes it to rise up and not escape very well. Also, because it's so thick, it's kind of difficult to get the aroma, despite the fact it's right there. You can shove your nose really right into it if you wanted to, because it's kind of all capped off there. And the smell is mostly very vegetal kind of green notes and chili pepper notes. Not so much redolent of jalapenos, but more long green chilies and bell peppers. Malt is kind of obscured underneath that. It's almost a dry brown crackery malt, like a dry brown cracker. A wheat cracker, brown wheat cracker. Let's see if we can get to the tasting already. Which requires kind of getting through the head here. Head is kind of going up my nose and when there's too much head, it's kind of a problem because I sip while inhaling, to kind of get better taste. So it's a little bit hard when you got a head this thick. And I finally reached the beer itself, and I don't know. Man, it's just how could I say it? It sort of tastes like stewed peppers and nothing else. Stewed peppers and dirt, honestly. There's not much residual sweetness. It's just like this overwhelming vegetal kind of bitterness to it. There's a bit of a peppery bite in the mid that lasts into the beginning of the finish, but sort of clears the palate. But to be honest, it's just like these really, I don't know if it's a chili pepper beer. Like I said, I don't have much experience with it. But there are some like serious off notes to this. So I think most of the reviews I've looked at have been of the on tap variety. I kind of wonder if there are some issues with the canning line here because of the fact of the intense amount of carbonation, the overgrowth of the head that was really thick. It just tastes off. And I'm not sure if that's because it's a pepper beer or if there is some sort of something wrong with the production and canning process for the canned beer. In the front, there's this almost, as it warms up, this almost horrific, almost chemical note in the front. And just it's kind of dirt and hops in the mid to finish, and I hate trashing a local brewer, and I'm trying not to attack. When I give a bad review, especially for like a smaller company's beer, I'm trying not to go and attack the brewer. I'm trying not to attack the brewery, but I think something's wrong with this one, man. Just the way the head went in, just, you know, even with the gentlest of pours, it just expanded all the way up into over. It didn't recede at all until about now. The overcarbonation, and just there just seems to be some serious off notes here with this beer in the canned form. And I'd like to actually, to be fair, to be absolutely fair, I want to go and try it in the draft form, because, you know, something that's getting middle to average to above average reviews in the draft form, but something that tastes just like really bad in canned form. You know, it's like I want to give it a fair shake. If it tastes just as bad and has the same problems in draft form, then obviously I'll tell you in the comments. I'm not going to go out of my way to seek it, because I ain't going to Waikiki, trust me on that. But as it is, if you're in Hawaii, and unless you're like a serious connoisseur of pepper beers, and I'm like missing out on something here, this is the first time I'm going to say it. I definitely give this one a pass, man. There's just something. I have a sense that something is wrong with this particular one, just from, you know, the pours and from the way it pours, and just there's some notes there that don't taste like it's just me. It tastes like there's some sort of issue in the production, either like there's an infection, or, you know, or something along those lines. I'm not a brewer, but yeah. That's your beer review for tonight, folks. Cheers.